Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall work with our great leader, µÁZỊ IPOB and Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality and pull the Fulani Janjaweed to shame. He said, an unnamed non-Fulani DSS operative opens up that the Fulani Nigerian government instructed the criminal DSS to deny µÁZỊ legal team access into the court at the Federal High Court because that was the only way Justice Binta Nyako will unilaterally adjourn µÁZỊ trial long enough to enable Malami and the Nigerian military shop for evidence against µÁZỊ and IPOB, since their plan to gather evidence against IPOB failed during the Anambra governorship election, where Biafran youths refused to come out because they know the plan of the Fulani terrorists in military uniforms. According to the unnamed DSS operative, the Fulani Nigerian government and Justice Binta Nyako knew that µÁZỊ legal team will walk out of the court to go and get the other team members that the DSS have refused entry into the court room. So Justice Binta Nyako would quickly adjourn the case to January 19, 2021 in order to fulfill her own side of the agreement with the Fulani Nigerian government, whose agreement is to ensure that the DSS disrupt the court proceeding in order to lock out µÁZỊ legal team. Justice Binta Nyako is now afraid because µÁZỊ legal team are already concluding plans to sue her, just as the International Criminal Court have received lots of complaints against the criminal Fulani Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court Abuja. A source close to the arrangements between the Fulani Nigerian government and Justice Binta Nyako said that the Fulani Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court Abuja was summoned to the presidential villa at Aso Rock, where she was ordered by late Buhari's nephew Mamman Daura and the terrorist Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami to adjourn µÁZỊ trial for another 3 months because the Fulani Nigerian government does not have any evidence against µÁZỊ and IPOB yet. But Justice Binta Nyako refused because she claimed that it was too long and that the whole world is watching. The international community is watching. So they agreed to the January 19, 2022's date for the trial. And they also plan to adjourn that one as well. They are looking for tricks. Malami explained during their meeting that they thought that the Anambra governorship election would produce the much needed evidence with the amount of security operatives that were sent to Anambra State, who had been directed to shoot Biafran youth aside and cause trouble, so that the military will use that as evidence against µÁZỊ, but Biafran youths are wiser than the Fulani Janjaweed, so they refuse to come out. Malami also complained that ﷺ has promised to help the Fulani Nigerian government to shore up or gather evidence, but they don't trust him and they cannot bank on him because he has failed them on several occasions to deliver and turn Olu into a Fulani emirate, as he promised them before Fulani Meyetiala made him a governor through the crooked and criminal fraudulent Supreme Court verdict. My brothers and my sisters, the Fulani Janjaweed have no case against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't have any case. According to reports, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, says the legal team did not walk out of Binta Yanko's court. The judge of Abuja Division of the Federal High Court, Abuja, handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. The continuation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial abruptly ended on Wednesday, with the judge adjourning till January 19, 2022, as proceedings resumed after the judge entered the courtroom because she was called in when a Fulani DSS inside the courtroom saw that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, his legal team, were going outside to fetch the remaining legal team who were not allowed into the court. The moment they went out, the Fulani DSS went in and called the judge that the legal team for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have all gone out. And she came out, and at that same time, they closed the door. They locked the door. So when she came, she knew what was happening. So she has to do her own side of the bargain by joining the case. As proceedings resumed after the judge entered the room, Mohammed Abubakar announced an appearance for the prosecution, that is for the Fulani Nigerian government. However, the defense team led by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor were outside trying to settle the case and bring in the other legal team that were denied access into the courtroom. Justice Mr. Yanko asked the DSS to lock Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team out so that she will arbitrarily adjourn Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. That was what she did. Barrister Ejiofor said the legal team did not walk out of the court. Instead, they were locked out of the court. According to Barrister Ejiofor, he said that there was no walkout in the court. What happened was that lawyers were denied access into the court. That is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, his legal team, were denied access. It happened the last time. It happened in the last adjournment date, and they brought this to the attention of the court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team mentioned their frustration to the court, but Justice Binta Yanko did not listen to them because already they had a plan. Not only lawyers, even the media were not allowed to come into the court. While the legal team led by Barrister Ejiofor were trying to solve the problem outside the court, Justice Binta Yanko told the DSS to close the court's door. They closed it. So Ejiofor was trying to resolve it because it's something they consider worrying. Courtroom is their jurisdiction, and that is where they belong to. According to Barrister Ejiofor, he said that all the legal team were at the door of the court, discussing it, trying to resolve this issue, and their bags were inside the courtroom, so there was no walkout whatsoever. Barrister Ejiofor added that there was an order from the court not to allow them in. You can see the foul play. It was Justice Binta Nyako that told the Fulani DSS that if they don't lock Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team out, there was no way she can adjourn the case. She will have to, try the case. So that was the only option, to create chaos outside so that the whole team will go outside and they lock the door. And that was what they did in order to get this long adjournment. But they have failed. No matter what they do, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be set free unconditionally and Biafra must be restored. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.